Kim Kardashian is determined to continue believing in marriage, despite feeling embarrassed by her 3 divorces, as she views them as valuable life lessons. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kim Kardashian has been making quiet suggestions that she might want to get married again one day, but people close to her say she still carries a lot of emotional pain from her past relationships. Even though she's doing her best to move forward and create a new beginning in her love life, her past continues to weigh on her. Kim has always been someone who learns from her mistakes, but that doesn't mean the things that happened in her life didn't leave a mark. According to someone who knows her well, Kim still feels ashamed and sad when she looks back at the fact that she has already gone through 3 divorces. It's not something she likes to think about, but it's part of her story. Her first marriage happened when she was only 19 years old. At that time, she married a music producer named Damon Thomas. He was about 10 years older than her. That relationship didn't last long, and they went their separate ways just a little over 3 years later in 2003. That experience alone was difficult, but it was only the beginning. Years later, in 2011, Kim married basketball player Kris Humphries. Their relationship moved very quickly. They had only been dating for 6 months when they decided to get married. Sadly, that marriage was even shorter than the first. Only 72 days after the wedding, Kim filed for divorce, saying they had differences that they just couldn't fix. Then came her third marriage, which was with the famous rapper Kanye West. This one turned out to be her longest marriage so far. They started dating not long after Kim ended things with Kris. Kim leaned on Kanye during that difficult time, and their friendship grew into love. They got married in May 2014, but their first child, North, had already been born in June 2013. Together, they have 4 children, North, Saint, Chicago, and Song. For a while, things seemed to be going well, but over time, Kanye started showing troubling behavior, especially in public. After many challenges and emotional ups and downs, Kim finally decided to end the marriage and filed for divorce in February 2021. Even though Kim is now mainly focused on raising her kids, the same close source says she still dreams of finding the right person to spend the rest of her life with. That's something she's always wanted, even when she was younger. She hoped to meet someone who would truly love her and never leave. But things didn't turn out that way. What's even harder for her is that all her relationship problems have played out in front of the whole world. Every mistake, every breakup, every tear, it's all been public. That adds another level of pain and embarrassment for her. Kim spoke a little about her thoughts on love and marriage on an episode of The Kardashians. She was chatting with her sister Khloe, and during the conversation, she playfully wondered what kind of engagement ring she might have in the future. She referred to it as her last and final hurrah, meaning she still hopes for one more try at love that will be the one that finally works. She had even hinted some time ago that she was quietly seeing someone, but no one knows who it was. The person's identity has never been shared, and Kim hasn't said anything more about it since then. Still, the source who knows her says that Kim understands that people will talk and make fun of her no matter what she does. But she has made up her mind that she won't let the past stop her. She's willing to keep trying until she finds someone who truly feels like the right partner for her. It's not easy, especially after 3 serious relationships didn't work out. It takes strength to open her heart again. She believed deeply in each of her past marriages. She truly thought each one could last forever. So after all that disappointment, trying again takes a lot of bravery. The source also said that her last marriage with Kanye left her especially hurt. It left behind emotional wounds that she's still healing from. The situation got so difficult that Kim made a rule in her house: no one is allowed to bring up Kanye's name when the kids are around. She wants to protect them from any more emotional stress. She knows that the past can affect the present, and she wants to keep the home peaceful and loving. Even though Kanye gave her 4 beautiful children, the marriage itself became extremely hard and painful in the end. Despite everything that's happened, Kim hasn't given up on love. Deep inside, she is someone who still believes in the idea of finding a partner who will love her the right way. She still dreams of having that kind of connection where two people support and care for each other through everything. But she's also very aware that she has some healing left to do. There's still some emotional pain and fear that she has to work through before she can completely open her heart again. She doesn't want to rush anything, but she's not closing the door either. It's clear that Kim is someone who has lived her life in a very public way, and that's not always easy. Many people form opinions about her without knowing what she's really been through. Her past relationships weren't just failures, they were painful experiences that taught her big lessons. She didn't walk away from those marriages without scars, but she's trying to stay hopeful about what could still happen in the future. Now that Kim is in her mid-40s, her focus is much more on her children and building a strong, healthy environment for them. She wants them to feel safe, happy, and protected. That's her main goal. But that doesn't mean she has stopped thinking about love altogether. It's just not the biggest thing in her life right now. She's not in a rush, but she also hasn't given up. She's taking her time and being more careful now. In the past, some of her decisions may have been rushed or based on emotions. But now she's learning to slow down and make choices that are better for her and her children. She wants to be smart about who she lets into her life, especially when her kids are involved. Even though it's been a long journey filled with heartbreak and public attention, Kim is still hopeful. She believes that it's possible to find someone special, even after everything. And maybe because of everything she's been through, she's more ready now than ever to recognize the kind of love that lasts. Her story is far from over. And if she does find love again, she's going to do it her way, quietly, carefully, and with all the lessons she's learned along the way. Kim knows people are watching, and she knows there are always going to be opinions. But that doesn't stop her from dreaming. She may have had 3 marriages that didn't work out, but she's still standing, still smiling, and still open to love. That takes strength, and it shows that even after all the pain, she still believes in something beautiful. At the end of the day, Kim Kardashian is just a woman who wants what many people want: a loving partner, a peaceful home, and a future full of happiness. Her journey may be more public than most, but her hopes are the same as anyone else's. She wants to love and be loved in return. And maybe one day, she'll get that final chance at the kind of relationship she's always dreamed of. Until then, she'll keep moving forward, one step at a time, holding on to her faith in love and never letting go of hope. It's clear that Kim is someone who has lived her life in a very public way, and that's not always easy. Many people form opinions about her without knowing what she's really been through. Her past relationships weren't just failures, they were painful experiences that taught her big lessons. She didn't walk away from those marriages without scars, but she's trying to stay hopeful about what could still happen in the future. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.